A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 6. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
The Vikings at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They'll run with Robinson.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
James Robinson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action this time with Love. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. These two teams all tied after 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Throwing. Love. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action. Love to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is. Early pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Cook. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them 18 on that one, and it'll be a Minnesota first down.
Let's go now.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught by Anderson. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Well, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Love
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do have to admit, I like it.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
On 1st and 10, Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 46 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And Cook has it left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 27,
Love.
this one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
17. 10 cycles. 6. Level.
Love now. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
On third down, Robinson.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to try and throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now a give running right is Cook.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Robinson with another carry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Robinson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Red.
To throw now. Here's Love. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To the air again, Love. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And Shark hauls it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Here we go.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
38. 43 round. 62 blasted. Card red.
Throwing. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Strike 60. Striker 3-3. Good 52. Strike White. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Right, 97. Ready?
On 3rd down, Love. And he comes back with one complete.
Black Ultra. Strong, fast. Field black.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is Cook with the grab. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Love. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Nyheim Hines. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammate.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other.